Hi everyone, I'm Alvin the Algebra Alligator. Let's do some algebra today. Now, algebra is cool because it helps us understand the relationship between variables. So what is a variable? So variables really are just something that we don't know yet. Something that can change, a value, a number, and in math we use letters and symbols to represent them. I'd like to use an example to explain this. Alvin doesn't like to brush his teeth, so for every lolly he eats, he will lose a certain number of his teeth. His teeth will go rotten and they'll fall out. So in math terms, we'll use x to represent the number of lollies that Alvin eats, and y to represent the number of teeth that have fallen out. Alvin's dentist checks his teeth every so often, and he has found a relationship between the number of teeth falling out and the number of lollies he eats. And he has found an equation to link these two variables. And let's say that equation is y equals x plus 3. So here this just means that the number of teeth fallen out is equal to the number of lollies eaten plus 3. So this equation describes the relationship between these two variables, and we can use it to figure out the value of x or y given a value of y or x. So when we're asked to find y, it means we're finding the number of teeth that are falling out when Alvin eats x number of lollies. And when we're asked to find x, it means that we're finding the number of lollies that Alvin's eaten if Alvin's had lost y number of teeth. I found this equation because it was given to us by his dentist, and I found the bottom equation by rearranging the original equation. So y was equal to x plus 3, and we want to single out x. So we want to move everything else on the right hand side of the equal sign to the left hand side. So here y and x on both sides will need to take away the 3, and this would just mean x, and on this side it will now be y take 3, and now we get the second equation. So these two are really the same equation, just rearranged. Okay, now let's go through some examples together. So Alvin this time, he ate 8 lollies. So that means x here equals 8, and we're asked to find y. So how many of his teeth will be rotten? So we can use the first equation here. We can now substitute 8 into where x is in the equation, and now find the sum of these two numbers, which would be 11. So now we know that he has 11 rotting teeth. Okay, let's try a different example. This time Alvin's dentist wants to know how many lollies he'll have to eat if he has 20 rotten teeth. So here we can use the second equation, and y is equal to 20. So x is equal to 20 take 3, and that is equal to 17. So hence Alvin would have to eat 17 lollies if he will get 20 rotten teeth. So we can actually use a Cartesian plane to graph and draw out this relationship. So here the y-axis means the number of rotten teeth that Alvin has, and x-axis means the number of lollies that he's eaten. Now because teeth and lollies are both real things, and Alvin can't have negative lollies or negative rotten teeth, we'll just be using the positive axes on the Cartesian plane. So y is greater or equal to 0, and x is also greater or equal to 0. This is the domain and range of our relationship. Okay, so let's try and graph this out together. So when x equals to 0, y equals to 3, because 0 plus 3 is 3. And then when x equals to 1, y equals to 4, roughly here. When x equals to 2, y equals to 5. When x is 3, y is 6. When x is 4, y is 7. And we'll do one more. When x is 5, y is 8. And now we can see that this relationship graphs out to be a straight line when we connect each of these points. They're not very accurate here, but they will be on a straight line when you graph it properly. And we will get into what the graph means next time, and see you soon.